a few good men to work alongside you? Have you found a good road yet to where you are? David Livingstone wrote back. He said, if they'll only come if there's a good road, I don't need them. Because this way doesn't require that type of individual. Alvin Moss is one that will come even when there is no road. No road to friendships, no road to ministry. All he needs to know is that God is in it, and his leader says so, and he'll be there. There are few people like an Alvin Moss, and I believe partly so because of Nadine Moss. You always have to look at the people who are standing in the shadows or behind to know what type of force or what type of vigor comes behind the individual. When God is setting up a leader, there's a principle that he always sends men for the work, or always provides. And the leader is the person who not only identifies, but he also empowers and enables that individual. We have such a leader in His Grace, Bishop Neil C. Ellis, a great leader. And like someone that I read about in the Bible by the name of David, he had some great men around him. And one such man was a guy that in one day, by himself, he fought practically an army. Practically an army. He slew, according to the Bible, 800 men in one day by himself. Among some of those other great men, there was a guy who stood and fought when nobody else stood and fought with him. These are men that make you or make the work easier. Now, I can't tell you that everything that goes on around the table was all fun and games. Because in that same troop of men, there will always be a little bit of tension. And Alvin and I had that. We enjoyed that, actually. But iron sharpens iron. And if you're going to stay sharp, if you're going to stay on the ball, you're going to need some people around you who's going to ask, why? How come? When? Often at time, Alvin is the one asking the questions. We had one such occasion that a couple of years ago. Now, let me just say this before I tell you that story and end the evening. Alvin is a guy that wherever Bishop needed him to be, he was. Orlando, on the sea, Israel, it mattered little where. Africa, he was the man. He went. It didn't matter. Alvin was going to be there. And that is a testament to the type of support, the type of love, the type of devotion, and the type of trust that you can put in this man and his family. Because whenever you answer that type of call, it's not just you, it's also your family. Amen? Now to my story. And this one is real. So we were around the table, and we were talking about a training trip that came up. And this is the same guy who is going Orlando, overseas, Africa, and wherever the bishop requests. So on Israel, Greece, Athens, Jesus, Bishop, call it on some more. It's making it better. So, in my estimation, we needed some things to be done in my area, and it required me making a trip to a place that I've never been. And it wasn't Athens or Africa. It was someplace very much closer. In fact, just over to the north of us, right there in the US. And when I talked about it, everybody was pretty much in agreement, and that okay, maybe we need to do this. This was after only the second or third year I've been asking to go on this particular trip. And Alvin was there to ask why, when, and how. And how much? Bottom line, I didn't go on the trip. That doesn't take away anything from Alvin. What it simply says is the degree to which around the table we negotiate. Don't take anything for granted. All of these guys are awesome. But Alvin stood out. He is sincerely a friend of mine, and his wife is dear, 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 dear love. And we will miss you. I know the table now is tipping on the other side. I want you to know that I will get that trip. From all of us, sincerely.
I talk to the boys.
We love you. We thank you for your service. We thank you for your time. You left a mark on all of us that will never be erased. Anywhere we meet you, you're entitled to eat for leaving. And we look forward to seeing you again.
Amen.
Love you.
Amen.
Jason, go up by the ark and go across. Good job. Come on, let's thank God for Pastor Jason Graham.